Knife Guy. This is a knife channel, and I just did a video on a wallet a few minutes ago, and I thought it was time to go do another knife video. So I will be doing another wallet video next week. Um, but for now, we're going to be doing a couple of knife videos. So let's take a look at this one. The knife that I'm going to present you with today is there we go. The ZT 545 Magna Cut in blue Magna Cut. Now, this is a small knife. This is not a large knife. I'm going to bring it out right now. And here it is. This thing is absolutely spectacular. This is the ZT 0545. It's a small everyday carry. Now, ZT, when they first came out in 2012, they were known for their big, bold knives. This is definitely not big and bold. This is more of a small, everyday carrier. So I guess medium-sized everyday carrier, medium to small. This is the one limited edition in blue carbon fiber. It's got Magna Cut steel, runs on ball bearings. Now, this is not, let me get the box out of the way. This is not a fall shut knife, but it is pretty smooth. The reason it's not fall shut is because of it's a very, very thin everyday carry. The blade is quite light, and it's also incredibly thin, as you can see. This is a very, very thin blade. Probably would be considered a perfect office knife for anyone that's looking for a really nice office knife. We got a really great deep pocket clip. Probably a little bit more deep pocket than most people would like, but some people like a really deep pocket clip, and this will satisfy your need here. So you got blue carbon fiber on one side of the knife. On the opposite side, we have titanium. Now, the titanium looks spectacular. I don't know if you can see that in the sunlight, but it's got this sort of apocalyptic look on the titanium side of the knife, as you guys can see. It's really, really awesome looking next to the elegant looking carbon fiber side. So as far as the aesthetics go, they really nailed it really well. Like I said, this is the blue Magna Cut version with the blue pivot and blue carbon fiber, which you can see really well in the sunlight. Thank God I did this video out in the sunlight, because, you know, where I normally shoot this video in my room, you can't see how pretty the blue is. This knife normally comes in black carbon fiber with a bronze pivot. All right, and even the bronze one and the black looks just as awesome, but I really love blue. So let's go ahead and get into the specifics of this knife, and then we'll do the size comparisons on here. So I'm taking the specs right off of the ZT ZT website. So the blade steel is Magna Cut. You've got a blade length of about 3.2 inches. HRC is between 62 and 64. You've got a beautiful stone wash finish on the blade coating. I think they made a mistake, because that doesn't look like stone wash to me, right? I'm not sure, but the blade, I don't know why they said it was a stone wash blade finish, because it doesn't look it. I'll have to get more of an idea of what exactly is this blade finish. From looking at it, you can see it's got like these, it's not hand rubbed either, because hand rubbed, you see the streaks that are going down on the knife. They wouldn't be going down vertically. This is some sort of machine, some sort of specialized machining that ZT does. If this were hand rubbed, you'd see the streaks going that way, going horizontal instead of vertical. But nevertheless, it's a shiny finish, so I don't know where they got off saying this was stonewash. Let's see, what else have I got here? So, yeah, so we have a blade thickness of about 0.9. The closed length is 4.0. Yeah, carbon fiber, front titanium, back, and then the handle color is blue. Finish coating. It's got a nice working finished back. So the working finished back, as I said before, it's got like this apocalyptic stonewash look to it. Can you see that? It's got like scratches and everything on it. I think the sun is too strong. Well, no, actually in this angle you could see it. See, it's kind of a little bit beat up and everything, sort of like you found it in the dirt. I like that look. It's really nice. Got a nice black deep pocket carry clip. The overall length of the knife is 7.5 inches. So the next thing is let's do some size comparisons, because I mean, from the look of it, you can tell it's kind of a small knife, but obviously if we do some size comparisons, you can see even better. When I'm doing size comparisons, I try to do knives that everybody knows. This is the Paramilitary 2. And I hope my angling, you can see it. They should be in an okay angle for you to tell how much smaller the knife is. So this would be considered, this is a 3.4 inch blade, the Paramilitary 2. This one's the one in carbon fiber and M4 steel. So you can see this up against here, it's a medium to small size knife. How about let's put it up against the Spyderco Sage. It's about the same size as a Sage. So I think this would make it a little bit, it's because it's at an angle. But yeah, you can tell that it's the same size as a Spyderco Sage right there, right? And then we can also see what else I got here. Oh, let's put it up against the, how about the Benchmade Anthem? You guys know that knife. Right. So obviously now you can tell the Benchmade Anthem is larger. So this is a medium to small size knife. There it is up against the Benchmade Anthem. And then to finish it off, why don't we do the Benchmade Bug Out. This knife would even be supposedly even smaller than the ZT-05045. So yeah, you can tell it's a medium-sized knife. If I bring back out the Paramilitary, you can see that it falls in the medium category. Right? I always like to do this with my sizes. So there you go, right? Large, medium, and then small. And this is pretty good because, yeah, it's at an angle, but at least you can see how the sizes are. And, yeah, so this is definitely a knife that falls in the medium category. So let's go talk about the knife a little bit more. I'm sure I missed on some other stuff. Let's get the size comparisons out of the way here. Close out all my knives. I don't want to cut myself before I finish up the video here. So the knife runs on ball bearings. The action is smooth for what it is. Can I say that? It's not going to be a drop shutty type knife, but it's very smooth. Because obviously this is, not only is this a thin blade, but it's also a light knife. The carbon fiber is very, very light, and the titanium kind of balances out the weight on this. So it's not a heavy knife either. Centering is dead. I think that as far as aesthetics go, I think the attractiveness is you've got titanium on one side and carbon fiber on the other. That kind of combination, aesthetically makes it look very, very pleasing. You know what? they the big gigantic ZT on the front of the blade I'm not that crazy about. It's just and they do have some more writing on the back. They tell you that it's a Magna Cut steel and then the serial number. I think that's a lot of branding on the blade, but it is what it is. You can't really do much about that. Companies will put large branding on their knives, and of course, you're going to want to know all that information anyway. The flipper works very, very nice. It's sort of a swiping front flipper, almost like a forward flipper feel to it. See that? This knife is so thin, your hand is pretty much gonna have to find a way to flip it. Usually I put my pinky resting it onto the pocket clip, which I think is probably the reason they made the pocket clip not only deep carry, but sort of extended out just a touch, so you have some place to rest your pinky. And it's very comfortable to rest your pinky there when you're flipping this knife. It just naturally goes there, where my pinky is, and then I can just easily flip it, and it's not uncomfortable at all. If this were not there, yeah, I might have a problem. If they had a different pocket clip, I think I might have a problem, like grabbing it on the fly if I really needed to get at it in an emergency. But because that pocket clip is there, they wanted you to know you got a place to put your, have a good, comfortable grip. You're going to want to obviously keep your fingers away from the frame lock so you can open it easily. But it's actually because of this pocket clip, your fingers kind of just find it easily. I think I could simply say that for everybody that gets a hold of this knife. It's just really comfortable flipping it. Like I said, it's not a full shut action, but you're going to be satisfied sitting there basically doing this because it does feel really smooth. Runs on ceramic ball bearings. So yeah, really very smooth knife. Very, very nice. Again, it's Magna Cut, so this is one of the more newer steels that we've ever, that ZT's put out, and it's becoming like the steel of, like the new star of all the knives is Magna Cut now. So I'm sure this steel will satisfy a lot of people. So anyway, not much of a long video because I got another video coming here right now in a few minutes. This is, again, the 0545 ZT manual flipper. In Magna Cut steel blue carbon fiber. Like I said, you'll find this version on the website. This knife is still available now in black carbon fiber and with a bronze pivot. The blue one, you could probably get it on eBay. That's where I got this one. A guy said, make me an offer. I made him a ridiculous offer, and he took it. So I could not say no. So I'm going to be back in a few seconds with another knife. And then I'm going to do a third video comparing this knife to that one. I think it's definitely something we should explore. So I'll be back in about 5 seconds. Again, this is the ZT. 0545 ZT Magna Cut. Marble with the carbon fiber blue. I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.